Ukrainians of Reddit, how did you find out that the war had begun? What were your first thoughts? My brother called me at 6:10 a.m. and told me that the war started and that I should get out of Kyiv ASAP. Well, my GF's friend called her at 7 a.m. and said, "Wake up. War began," and also we started to hear alarms around the city. Pretty nervous feeling. The explosion started and I woke up. By the way, at that time I had to go to work. But instead of work I went shopping at the store. Mom ran into my room at 5 a.m. screaming. I woke up. The sky was red. Still can't recall if it was just dawn or not. And I heard missiles or probably fighter planes. Thankfully, nothing hit our area. Explosions woke me up at 4 a.m., that's how. My friend called me at 5 a.m. She said, "Honey, the war has begun." I was terrified. Started packing my things. Called my mom. Checked my messengers. Nobody was sleeping in that time. My friends heard explosions. I was in Kyiv. At around 3 a.m. I woke up because my dog was barking. When I opened the window I heard the distinct sound of a fighter jet. I figured the war had broken out. Although I thought they would only attack our forces in Donbass. I would say 20 minutes later I read online that Putin announced his special military operation.
One of my best friends are Ukrainian, and his family back in Ukraine had a power cut. His mom looked outside, and the electrical lines were collapsed because of an explosion caused by the military nearby.
A relative texted and let us know Putin had started bombing and she wishes us all well. When I first heard I was just so sad. I have been updated though. I'm in the US with some relatives there. For the first little while they were helping to feed the soldiers. Then some went to Poland. Some to Germany and some stayed. All still alive. I've woke up. Well, I couldn't sleep that night, so I guess I just stood up at 6 a.m. and was preparing to go to work. And in the work group chat they wrote about the bombing. And attached the map with the cities who were bombed that night. I was shocked, but it's not like we didn't expect something bad. I had my luggage prepared. I was scared and I just decided that I had to leave immediately. And so I did. Explosions at 4 a.m. already had bags packed to go to Poland, so had to unpack and pack the essentials into a single luggage for my fiancé, and I called a friend who had a car and started going west. We were in Kharkiv and the fighting was very close.
Far explosions in an early morning. First I've hoped that it was fireworks, but then when I've woken up completely, the understanding came really fast. Woke up cause of the explosion, though didn't realize it at the time. Went to the bathroom, came back to messages from my sister, and my mom called to tell me war started. My first thoughts were basically, is this some kind of a joke? And something along the lines of denial for the following 2 to 3 days.
Decided to take an afternoon nap. Woke up, saw everyone in panic, was very confused. Our city was already kinda in a state of frozen armed conflict for years. So I thought it wouldn't be any worse. Spoiler, it did get worse. Lots of hardships happened since then. Even though we live in a place that hasn't been attacked very heavily. That can change any day. Especially since it was announced that our region will be the next focus of the military. Scary stuff. Stress from news and school doesn't help either. Hoping to get through the month and go abroad. At least for a few months. I woke up to destroyers flying low at 1 or 3 a.m. I don't remember. Then I fell asleep again. To wake up to sirens and burning airport at 7 a.m. The 24th of February was pretty scary and intense for all Ukrainians. There were a lot of lines on gas stations, grocery stores, etc. Well, yeah. Can't believe it's been 2 months since the invasion started. 5:45 morning.
My friend called me to check the color of the sky. It was hellish red. Kharkiv. Shelling had started, sirens all over.
I live in Ukraine but very far from Russia. My friend called me and said, Russia started a full war. At first I was like, nah. You are joking. Looked at the news. I talked to my friends. Found out nothing is that bad. Russians are coming pretty slow. I helped my mom buy groceries and we straighted waiting. Later my teacher gave us an online test, which I wrote surprisingly good knowing the situation. That's pretty much it. Living in another country for years already. I woke up, played a mobile game for a while, then checked the social network where my friend has written me, the war has started. Didn't sleep 2 days after this. Checking all news sources and in parallel organizing that my mom could come to me. Sometimes I wish I checked the social network later. To have several minutes or hours of not knowing. I will never forget that morning. I slept through the first wave of explosions. My GF's, now ex, mom called me, saying hysterically, wake up. It has started. I can't reach GF's name. They already destroyed the airport in Kharkiv. Leave the city immediately. We were in Kyiv at the moment. I was strangely calm. My first thought was, I really want to sleep some more. I woke up my GF. Told her what's going on. We started packing stuff. I noticed that I started trembling. It's like I wasn't feeling any fear. But my body did. It was unnerving. I went and took a warm shower to stop trembling. After we packed everything, we went to my parents' place by foot. The city was eerie. Everyone walking around super early in the morning. Talking over their phones. Traffic jam on the road. But only on one side. Quite an experience this was. I still get that unnerving feeling thinking about it. Fuck Russia. I live in Sweden. I woke up by my phone blowing up with notifications about how Ukraine is getting invaded. My only thought was, is my family okay? Are they safe? What are they gonna do? Can they leave, and if yes, will they?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.